It's time for another Rollbar tip of the day. So today's tip focuses on the custom data fields that you can add to your occurrence payloads. So when configuring Rollbar, we have a number of key value pairs. A lot of these are expected to help support some of the features that we have. But then set aside from those, I also had some custom data fields that I've added here. So this team field, that's something that I'm going to use here to help with the use case I have. And these are added just to show that we can support any data that you'd like to send. Team is not a reserved field there. We will take any custom data that is added. And that was added statically at the top. Another way of doing this that is probably more practical would be to dynamically assign this within methods or based on other dynamic values. So, this does not have to be hard-coded in the real world. It may have some variable amount there. Okay, and so this represents a donations page. I have a few of those fields that we're going to use here. So I can click this button, send across new occurrences from this demo page, and we'll see that represented here by this item. If I refresh, I should see another occurrence that came in there. So when we investigate, there may be some help provided by these fields. We can see them in the occurrences table usually. There we have the amount that shows up. And I think if I scroll over, we have some of the other fields that have been picked up here as well. And these are helpful to understand the items in the code itself, but they also provide value through the alerting capabilities and things like your service links. Anywhere that a Rollbar dynamic field is supported, we will allow that. So if I look at my Slack alerts channel for the messages that come in, I have it currently set up to tell me every time there's a failure on one of those donations buttons being clicked. And I've added the amount as a part of that message so I can know exactly how much money was just lost by that error failing. So going back over to my settings here, I actually have a specific notification rule that will only trigger if the team is donations. So here we see that custom data adding value to alert routing. And then in this same notification, the amount field is referenced. And so that's what we saw in that Slack field. So adding those custom data fields can be very valuable to you. It also supports the custom fingerprinting, where you can add in custom grouping rules that focus on that custom data. So all of this allowing for a more customized Rollbar experience for things that don't necessarily fit within our typical use case, or in situations where you just need to add more context and more data.